Oh, I think this is going to be a two-handed operation. Hi, I'm composer and flutist Nicole Chamberlain, and we are going to the Florida Flute Convention in Orlando. So I live in Atlanta, and I'm driving there. It's about a 6.5-hour drive. The car is fully packed. In fact, I have to dump stuff off at the hotel and then go pick up some friends at the airport, so I have space for them. I have to dump some of this off because I'm an exhibitor at the Flute Convention, and I'm bringing all my sheet music to sell, and we are going to learn how to do that. And I forgot to put my mic on, so I'm sorry for this audio being a little terrible. Probably be a little terrible for the whole video because I'm out in the wild. Let's go. Okay, so it's 11:30 at night, and I am at the second airport of the day picking up friends. And so it's been a long day driving. It took me about 7 hours to get here because of traffic and stuff. Picked up friend number 1 at one airport in Orlando. Now I'm at friend number 2. Hoping her flight isn't delayed because of weather, but it looks like it's going to be fine. And then tomorrow we unpack, set up the booth, and get going. And I'll show you that process, hopefully, if I don't forget. See you tomorrow.
Yeah, I forgot. So I'll just kind of walk you through what happened. So, had to find where my table was. They don't really mark them. No, they're all black tablecloths. So it's a little bit of a hike from the parking lot to load in. So that is a little challenging. But here are my 2 tables right here. I'd rather have 3, but they got pricey this year. So per table. So found my table and then decided to walk my stuff back. And then this is my first heavy lifting since my surgery. So kind of forgot to record loading that in. So I have a little hand cart that I wheeled everything in, and then I set it up because I get so distracted because people I haven't seen in years came in. And so we were talking while I was unpacking, and vice versa. When I was unloading, somebody was talking to me the whole time. So I didn't record. But I have all of my music displayed out. I find I sell stuff better when it's not in a file box. I've experimented with both ways, and this way I sell the fastest. People see immediately what they need and they grab it and they buy it. I also made this display that's collapsible, which maybe in another video I'll show you how to make one, or how I made this one. And that's helped too, so people across the room can see, oh look, it's that composer person, Death Whistle. I love that piece. Let me go over there and see what else she has, because it's probably the most infamous piece I have. And then this is it. It got really busy. This is not busy. This is like in between events, but sometimes it was very busy, and there's so many people. But here we go. And then I had performances. So like what you're hearing now is Spooklight. And I got to join my friends and do Spooklight with them. And it was a wonderful time. One of my first public appearances since the pandemic, playing with an ensemble. And then I had a few other performances that weekend. I had one with the Florida State University, played Ruckus and did an amazing job, and did not know I was going to be there. It was always very charming when they're surprised that I show up. Like I'm yes, if I'm in the building, I'm going to be there. And then after that, Tennessee Tech played my piece Railroaded. And so that was wonderful as well, because it's all good friends, and one of my former students is also part of that flute choir. And then the following that night, we went to Disney Springs. So it's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So Friday night we went out to dinner with some friends, and then Saturday night we went to Disney Springs and just ate and looked at the sights. And then Sunday it was more of the same. I had another performance. They played the Phoenix, and also they had no idea I was going to be there. The conductor was adorable about it. But all good performances. I sold a record amount of music and filmed nothing after that point because I talked to so many people that I hadn't seen in so long. Got a little commission, leads out of it naturally. So that was the Florida Flute Convention.
Yeah, so let me know if there's anything else you want to know about during these conventions. I've also done like the music educator conventions in Georgia, the GMEA. Um, I'm going to do another regional one in Atlanta here next month. And since I recorded Florida, I did the Tennessee Tech University one, and I filmed some footage there. Talk about it's very similar. It's just a smaller scale, and it's a little more intimate. But all of these conventions, even if you don't sell a lot of sheet music, you're laying down the groundwork for networking, and you get to meet a lot of people, introduce them to your music, and maybe get a commission. So it's just not about sales all the time, even though that is nice. And in Florida, I did some nice sales, so it was profitable, which is hard to do for sheet music when you go to these things. But I didn't have to pay for a hotel. I stayed with friends, and I just drove there, so that cost was minimal. So I mean, I was just in the long run, in the longer scheme of things, I think it was helpful, but it was definitely the most profitable one I've had. Mid Atlantic Flute Convention is also very profitable for me, but it's a bigger time suck. So I didn't do that one this year, but maybe I'll do it next year, since my health seems to be doing pretty good. So I'll do Atlanta, and I hopefully will record it. I did Tennessee Tech, and I recorded quite a bit. I don't know how much footage you can use because I had a lot of friends in it that were goofing off. Uh, so anyway, and it's a good excuse. It's a tax deductible reason to see your friends, if you work with your friends, which I am lucky enough to do. But that's it. Let me know if there's anything else you want me to show about doing these trade shows, these flute conventions, flute fairs, the Georgia music educators. I don't know if I'm going to do it next year. We'll just see. Um, Questions about my setup, like the display, registering for tables, getting like the tablecloths and all these things where I source all these materials. I'm happy to go over those in separate, smaller videos. But I thought this is a nice vlog about a little travel, even though I need to get better about recording. I forget all the time. I get so interrupted with seeing friends and other people. But let me know and subscribe and like this so I can know if I should do some more. Thanks for hanging out with me. We'll see you in the next video.
Oh, how do you do the gargle flutter tonguing?